Hey everybody, Crew Blind Wave back. I'm Aaron.
I'm Melanie.
And we are back with the third episode of iZombie. I don't know what she did. But, last episode, this should be the last one that we haven't caught up with since Star Wars Celebration. Because that kind of slowed things down since we started it, and now we should be all caught up. So hopefully at the end of this one we'll have some Q&A questions for iZombie, because we have iZombie Q&A through our Twitter. So make sure that each week you guys are doing that, and we'll be trying to keep up with all that stuff as we do these each week. And we're trying to do Supergirl, and we're doing Supernatural, and there's all these things we're trying to do. Anyway, last episode, what happened? Nope, that was the episode before.
Okay.
There is still some aftermath of the whole Wally thing going on, and we learned some background of Wally.
All the flashbacks,
right?
which
Clive
I'm liking.
and what he was doing. That's the first time
he was doing?
He wasn't... No, we didn't see who he was doing. We just saw what he was doing with the neighbors.
Neighbors while he was uncovered.
However, we did have a poll for episode 1. What cure... This stupid poll. What cure would you take or choose if you were a zombie? The options were... You could stay a zombie. Right? Or you could take the first cure, which would kill you. Called the death cure.
Well,
or you could take the second cure, which would cure you and give you amnesia and you'd forget everything.
okay. Well, maybe if you wouldn't call it a death cure.
That's what it was called. You got cured and then you died. Death. Death! So, we had 5% for some reason choose the death cure. Perhaps they just don't want to be zombies, they'd rather just die. That could make sense. But 5% chose death. 30% said, I don't even remember anything. I don't remember that well anyway. That's Melanie's thing. She's like, I don't really know what's going on anyway. I just walk around, stumble around the house.
Kid 1, Kid 2, Kid 3, Kid 4.
No. 1, 2, 3, and baby. That's the amnesia cure, got 30%. And then 64% was just said, stay a zombie, screw it. Give me some brains out of a tube, sure. I'm good. I just won't scratch people. Trim my nails. Not bite anybody. Easy peasy. The comments said, Melanie, that's no. Ryan said, I'd stay a zombie, at least until I knew the cure had no side effects. Well, that's asking a lot. Zekro said, well, I have zero way of getting brains, so I would be screwed if I were to stay a zombie, and amnesia is better than death. I agree. So amnesia cure seems like the best choice. James Fiorito. We're going with that.
Fiorito?
Shush, Fiorito sounds like an awesome Frito. Warn all my family that I'm going to forget everything so they can bring everything back. Then take an amnesia cure. Also, plus side, get to re-experience all my favorite things for the first time. Like Star Wars. Or iZombie.
Or childbirth.
What? You gonna re-experience that again?
I guess it's true. That'd be okay to forget that.
Julio Morales said I'd stay as a zombie. So what if you have paleness? There are things that can go wrong with being a zombie, but if you actually try to control yourself and be careful, it's okay. And then Max R said, I would take the amnesia cure because I think Blaine is faking the amnesia in order to get with Peyton. And because if there is no side effect cure, he loses his brain business. So he is faking to make Ravi think the cure has side effects.
It's actually good thinking. But shoot, like if you stayed a zombie, don't you remember that girl that was a zombie and did not get to eat anything? And she was like a legit zombie down in the well?
Yeah, I would not do that.
I would not do that.
I would not.
I would kill my own kids.
D.S. Christoph also said, iZombie. Huh, different, but I dig it. I love the show, so looking forward to the reactions.
Oh.
So thank you, D.S. Christoph. That's all the comments that we really had.
So, folks.
People said, stay a zombie. I agree. Let's see what happens in this episode.
them abs. Ew. They're like go-gurts.
Understand the reason why we
Peyton.
Blaine singing. I think he is.
Lost in a masquerade.
He should have been in the sing-along episode.
What? Has he always been able to sing?
You hear a noise,
Yoga!
just accept it, and then let it drift away. And now if that works for noise, what other...
That didn't look like brains. Ah,
When you
Buddha!
realize how perfect everything is, you will tilt your head back and laugh at
Zen guru beating to death with a Buddha statue. Feels personal.
Or a tragic misunderstanding of open your mind.
Look over here. Forensics will be able to ID the make of the shoe.
I'm a hobo.
I know, babe.
I'm cool, man.
Can you describe this man you saw?
Tall, I guess. Dark hair. Scruffy, a bit dumb-faced.
You could have one of the uniform guys do it.
Oh, I hated the detectives who did that when I was in uniform.
That's nice of him.
Good, Clive.
Thank you, Clive. Taking one for the team.
You're a good man, Clive Babineau.
Beautiful. Squish.
That better be tartar sauce.
Ew.
Now, how about I go shower and you have a little lunch?
I like how accepting he is.
You have a little lunch, yeah.
One of the bodies belonged to a young woman, and just like the Supermax body, she had human brains in her digestive tract. And her dead flesh seemed to indicate she died months before she ever got on that plane. Guess where the plane originated?
Seattle.
Yes.
Dang it!
So now Seattle is ground zero for this investigation.
Dang it! Told you CDC knows.
Sign. Say no more.
Wait.
It's your money, right? And it's a small price to pay for this family reunion.
Say 32 million?
Yeah.
Maybe he matches the sketch from the homeless man.
There's no sketch. Harris says he turned his back to get the guy some coffee. Turned back, he was gone.
If
He was
he
the
was
killer.
ever there to begin with.
Wow.
I'm going back to my sound bath.
Yeah, the hobo, fake beard, fake hair.
Yeah, maybe it was all fake. Maybe he was actually the killer.
You heard about the July 4th film of Gray's Retreat? Where the whole company zombified?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the DJ.
Oh, that may be the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Oh no, the death cure, the death cure.
No. No.
He's gonna die.
No.
NASDAQ. Off the phone, please, Mr. Davis.
Well, if you say so.
Yeah, I do.
Listen, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's definitely the hobo.
size of
think it is.
Kate fun bags. let me circle back. So,
About the same height and everything too.
You mean when your positive energy was obstructed?
That's not a thing.
You're doing it right now.
Give us a second.
There's no way it's him.
He just admitted these shoes splattered with the victim's blood are his. We know the murderer wore those shoes.
So this whole Zen thing's an act?
I feel like it's easy to pretend to be. He's a salesman.
We
He's
need our
selling
own
the
guy.
murder. You know.
Do a
Yeah.
lineup, see if he IDs him.
I don't know, it's easy to steal
We know he
shoes.
lives nearby.
You
Yep,
steal
first thing out.
shoes. You say he was tall. Yada yada. And then you disappear with
They need
one
to
clue
find
they
that
have.
bottle of wine.
You don't need the bottle
whatever.
of what wine? What the fuck are you talking about? Bottle
Alcohol.
of wine? I still don't know what you're talking about. Who had alcohol?
Guess where
The
my girl was?
hobo.
Guess where she was the day before she got on that plane?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No idea.
The boat party. The one where all the people died? Were you point on that?
I was in Seattle by then. I was down the food chain a bit.
Bodies were missing. Did any of them have brains in their digestive systems?
No. No, they didn't.
Shoot. I thought I was onto something.
Shoot.
Let's go have dinner.
What?
There's something else I want to bounce off you.
No! Robbie will break!
Wait, what's she bouncing off of? Like what? Like at dinner?
We are on a stakeout and your eyes are closed.
Watch your 369!
Paintball. Go.
Oh!
I like that. Got him.
Nice! No 5 miles for you!
Is it Teenage Brain?
Oh, yeah.
Is it Teenage Brain again?
Oh, yeah, Ice Skater Brain.
Dang it, Major!
Anyway, this witness just picked you out of a photo lineup. Oh, and there's this.
There you go.
The malt liquor bottle you were chugging when we first met. It was still in the trash where I put it, and guess whose DNA is all over it?
A fundamentally decent person would realize you owe him.
Ravi, let's take a breath. Try to visualize ourselves in one another's shoes.
Okay. I'll try that. I'm Blaine. I killed people for money.
That's not what
I tortured you. I literally killed you.
Ravi, enough!
Open your eyes, Peyton!
Oh, my eyes are wide open. Why are you being such a dick?
It isn't obvious. It's because I'm in love with you.
Not the right time to bring this up.
Robbie!
Want him to remember, or do we not want him to
I
remember?
don't know. Do we want him to die?
No.
I don't want him to die.
Not right now.
Do it.
Don't do it.
No.
Let me know when they do it. Have they done it?
Yeah, you're good.
Has it been did? Okay. Quit!
As for our establishment's name, I
He's in charge
give
of
you
Here.
the scratching post. So,
That'll do, pig.
what about our customers who aren't crazy rich? Because I gotta say, having Dino here whack a guy.
This is not gonna be good.
Hey,
You love me.
I do.
Don't you get it? The one thing that's stopping this from happening is you.
Understood. Screw it.
Uh-oh.
Is there someone here?
Don't check it out, Peyton.
Wait, Peyton, please.
No, is there a woman there?
Oopsie.
The way we left things, I didn't think you...
Don't.
No! Robbie! Told you bouncing stuff off you. Robbie! You knocked everything down except for Castiel. Quit!
He ruins everything.
I thought you were just in love with him. Because of... Dang it. My arm bothered me where you scratched me from the needle. the caddy lady or whatever.
I don't like it.
Well, she's gonna cause problems with the whole zombie thing.
Man, so it might be good.
But you got Blaine's daddy and stuff causing problems with the whole zombie thing.
Yeah, spreading the disease. Like, I wish he was dead. In all the shows, I wish T-Bag was dead.
I don't know. I'm worried what she's gonna find out with having this plane that crashed in North Dakota.
Oh my gosh, with the brains. The last place she was at the 4th of July.
All these brains in people's tummy that people are gonna notice.
I know.
And
I said last week, dang it, the CDC's gonna find out. Oh, the CDC don't know shit.
I don't think you said it last week. I think you said it 2 weeks ago when the CDC was on the show. Anyway, I wrote down tall, dark hair. What better way than to be some other guy saying that someone taller than you, with darker hair than you, bigger feet than you, faster, whatever, killed somebody.
Yep.
I just saw him put something in the trash can. What? Yeah. And then you just disappear? The only lead they have is that one lead that you gave him? It was good except for that lady. If it wouldn't have been for that lady spying, it's always good to have those old neighborhood watch people. Always watching.
And I told you, go back and get the alcohol. You don't leave that.
I think there was an episode of Psych where some guy watched out of his window and wrote down everything of every day. He just had notebooks of stuff where he just
Was it Psych?
5 p.m. 6 p.m. People walk by. 6:30 p.m. Threw away trash, didn't make it in the trash can. Hate that kid, you know? He just wrote down everything he saw out his window.
I don't remember that episode.
Mm-hmm. So, good old neighborhood watch old people. Thank you for keeping your nosy self entertained. Is Major and Liv still a thing?
I don't know.
What's going on with them?
I mean, it's not an official thing.
I mean, I'm honestly more interested in them than I am the Robbie Peyton thing.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel so bad for Major right now.
Yeah.
Even if he did want it to be a thing, he knows that he's going to forget everything. So.
Well, they gave you that with that sad look of, looking at Liv.
He has such a good, sad puppy face. So sad.
What happened during his training? Why was it as soon as he got shot, it was over? What about the rest of his white team?
Wait, what?
Okay, they were doing that training practice thing, right?
Yeah.
He shot a guy with a black helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Training still went.
Yeah.
As soon as he got shot with the white helmet on, training stopped.
Well, didn't all the other people with white helmets get shot?
Did they?
Probably.
I never saw them get shot. I never saw them with stuff on their face. And the guy never pointed out all of white team was bad. He just kept saying Lily White, Lily White, Lily White.
Yeah. Well, Lily White was probably the head of the team.
I don't know. It just seemed like he has a team. Where are they at? Why aren't they doing stuff? Why is it just one guy fighting 4 or 5? It's not fair. Why are you picking on Lily White and then making the whole team run? It's just silly. If it had been me, I'd have had a whole team squad going through and shooting everybody.
And have someone take care of your 6?
Yeah, that's why you have a squad. That's why.
The meeting with the dad.
Mm-hmm.
And the story that he told.
Yeah, 11-year-old killing your.
I mean, you have this opportunity to start over again, you know? I mean, I know that Teabag's still a butt face, but I mean, ever since you're 11 years old and you stole your mother's earrings, I knew I'd hate you for the rest of your life. 11 years old!
Mm-hmm. So you don't like Ravi either?
Okay, Ravi witnessed him.
You know what I'm saying, don't you?
Yes. Ravi witnessed Blaine killing people. He tortured Major. Had Major in the freezer. And Major had to literally piss himself out. And
Blaine's dad knows how bad of a person he really is and doesn't care for him either.
How does... Blaine's dad doesn't know how bad he is.
He doesn't? He's not the reason he's a zombie? He turned his own dad into a zombie. That was one thing he did right off the bat. So that's how he got his money, because he needed brains. So he got funded by his dad by scratching his dad and turning him into a zombie. So he knows his whole organization. That's how he knows what they're doing with this thing, is because Blaine came up with it. I'm going to scratch people, turn them into this, do that, and that.
Just as dirty.
I'm just saying, if you're going to be mad at him for not starting anew with Blaine, who doesn't remember anything, you got to be mad at Robbie for not starting anew.
I am kind of upset with Robbie, though.
Okay, just saying.
Not as mad as Teabag, where he hates his son since he was 11 years old. 11! You can't forgive your own son at 11, you know? I don't think those earrings were worth $1 million.
They could have been.
They could have been.
They had $32 million he just signed over from a will. Which apparently he was just like, yeah, here. Glad we have this taken care of. What? You didn't even bat an eye? How much money you got? Shit.
But no, Robbie, I am upset with Robbie. The whole, like, whoa, you screwed everyone over. Everyone over.
He did.
And then, Peyton, I love you.
He did.
I'm going to go screw the lady from the CDC.
Yeah.
Yeah, did.
I mean, she left, and they weren't good, and she just showed up. She should have called.
She should have called.
At least Caddy's straightforward.
Yeah.
Let's go have dinner, and I'm going to bounce some stuff on you. You know what she said?
Yep.
And right now, I only see one question from Jeffrey, which says, for the first question, could you outrun a zombie? Yes, I could. I could outrun a zombie, and I think I'd get somewhere safe enough to keep me safe. But if I had to run like 5 miles, it would catch me.
Do they have endurance that lasts forever?
They just don't have a stopping. They just go. Just think of zombies. Zombies just go. It's like their adrenaline just always going.
No, I could not.
But as of right now, we just started this stuff. That was the only question that we have for now. So be sure to do hashtag iZombie Q&A and leave us a question or thought at BlindWaveProd on Twitter. We'll be trying to do these every, I think it's Tuesday night. If not, maybe we'll do it a little bit later in the week, in which case you'll have longer time to get your questions in. But we should hopefully have it done before the following week, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, so we did our Q&As. Poll-wise, we're not going to have a poll for this episode since we're already really close to the next episode going out.
Since I'm really, really slow at editing. Sorry.
So we should have a poll in episode 4 of iZombie, so be sure to stick around for that. And don't forget to give us hashtag iZombie Q&As on, if you're watching this now and episode 4 just already came out, like, just send it now. Send us something about episode 4, and we will answer it in episode 4's video. Okay? Right? That's all. We're going to move on to other stuff we got to do. Look at this dress. It's cool. Melanie wore it. What are you doing? Don't pull those out. Put those away. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to tune back for every week's iZombie. We're also doing me and Melanie Supergirl, Supernatural, as well as all the other stuff that's coming out for Blind Wave. If you guys like Doctor Who or superhero shows or Walking Dead, but I think that's over now, so right? Check Patreon, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time. Stop with the needles.